The connection sometimes gets a little wacky. So I once went to an opening at this gallery. It's called Olivier Waldman, you'd probably say. And there was a picture drawn in pencil, charcoal, something like that. And it looked like, I guess it was supposed to be a black hole, or who knows what it was supposed to be, but I thought it was like a giant penis. And I thought I was very clever to share that with all the people that I'd gone to the gallery opening with. And they just didn't appreciate my sense of humor. It was not their, they just didn't think it was funny. I was expecting to like rock the house with that joke, but they were like, oh, And I was like, oh, awkward. Awkward. Okay, so our stream looks like it's still streaming. Let's go find my onion soup. Onion soup. Gardens in bloom. Paris is looking good. The weather is really nice today, like gorgeous nice, and everybody's grumpy because they say, oh no, just today. It's going to get bad again tomorrow. Oh, this bar here on the left, La Perle. There was that fashion designer, what was his name? He made some I always forget the guy's name when I pass it. I have to look it up. It's not Jean-Paul Gaultier, it's the other one. It's like, anyway, he made some anti-Semitic comments there. Not Jean-Paul Gaultier, but this other fashion designer. What is his name? It's totally blanking right now. He basically tanked his career because I think the people videotaped it. So you can Google La Perle. But the funny thing about that place, sorry, I'm jumping all over. This is the back of the National Archives that used to be a mansion. Not bad for a single house. So yeah, you can Google like fashion designer makes anti-Semitic comments, Paris, Le Perle. So that is just a kind of divey average bar, and it became famous. And it became famous. Video. I'm gonna get it when we stop because my brain's not working. I know it's not Jean-Paul Gaultier. Somebody comment who that other fashion designer is that sounds like that made anti-Semitic remarks, so I can look it up. Anyway, so he tanked his career, and that place became a kind of hangout because of all the controversy. So it's just a dive bar. People sit there. There's nothing really special about it, but it is pretty hilarious that propelled that bar into fame. So the Marais is a few things. The fashion district. Fashion. It's the Jewish district, sort of. I mean, lots of like restaurants and bakeries, and where you can buy menorahs and stuff, but not really a large Jewish population anymore. It's a lot of vacation rentals. There's not really a large population of anybody anymore. Rue de Rosier. Don't worry, we'll go back to all these cool places. We're just going to one specific cool place right now, or at least we're trying. And it's like kind of a historic district because, like I said, it's the part of Paris they didn't get around to tearing down. So they were rebuilding the city in the 1800s, 1850 to 1871, to be specific. And let's see where I can park my bike. Ooh, I see a spot. And Napoleon III, who was the big cheese, sorry, not the big cheese, but his nephew, big cheese was Napoleon I. He was captured by the Prussians, so they didn't get to complete the restoration of Paris that they had embarked on. So you have this neighborhood which is still has a lot of, not here obviously, this is restoration architecture. This is Haussmannian restoration architecture. So lock this bad up here, take off my reflective so people stop looking at me like, I just washed my hair, so kind of frowned upon to go out with wet hair. Paris, like old ladies will kind of tut you and be like, oh, the decline of social habits. So today with it being sunny, advantage because I didn't have time to dry my hair. My life is too complicated for that. And my hair is too damaged for hair dryers. So that's the deal. All right. Look what happened to the back of my bike. Gross. I should do a poll. Should we exterminate pigeons or not? Yes or no? Gross. I started parking it farther away from where I live because the bike racks by my house have trees on top of them. So after I get this clean, I'm not dealing with it again. All right. So let's go into the restaurant without being conspicuous camera and without filming people's faces. Challenge. I'm gonna just, what I'll end up doing is like face the camera down, but just for a minute while I get a table. And then we'll be back in action. We'll see where they seat me. I feel like outside would be nice, but there's construction, so it's kind of loud. That outside is not bad. You can do people watching if I got a corner table. Somebody's drilling. Yeah, that's gonna ruin it. It's gonna ruin the vibe. Inside sounds loud as hell. So let's see. Bonjour. Merci. I have to look at the menu. The right place. Oh yeah, this is it. Bonjour. Oui. En fait, est-ce que vous avez place pour une personne dehors?
Bah, si vous trouvez
Okay,
place.
merci. Okay, super. Okay. So let's see, where should we sit? We're hopefully far away from that guy and his drilling. Let's take this. How about ladies and gentle bitches? We got ourselves. Oh, I even have a place for my purse. The definition of looks. Non, ça va, je suis seule. Okay. So this is me, my hair. Didn't put too much makeup on today. Let me get my trusty stand. Ooh, I have to put my safety thing on because someone could snatch the camera. Bonjour. Okay. Camera safety thingamajig. And set. Oh la la. So the construction noise is mildly annoying, but I guess I'm just gonna deal with it. We're still live. Looks like. Yeah, that's good. Bonjour. Merci beaucoup. So we got a nice view going. So what should we have? This is the menu. So I'm looking for this onion soup. Yeah. Soup onion. Definitely having that. And the other thing I'm looking for are snails. Les escargots. People are really going to, I want to look for it on the menu before I order it because the guy's definitely going to think I'm a tourist if I ask him about it. This isn't only a tourist area. Everybody goes out here, but it's not a tourist area. Does that make sense? I swear to God, somebody told me about the escargot here. I do not see it on the menu. Rillettes sound good, but I'm going to start with the soup. This is a tartare, you know, raw beets. That sounds really good. I'm just afraid of getting it on my clothes. I'm that kind of person that goes out with an outfit and gets all kinds of things on it. Foie gras, betterave. Look at the size of this menu. I mean, it's mostly drinks. I think it's too early to have wine. Is it too early to have wine? Oh, I think it is. I have to ride my bike. Alright, let's finish this off. Culture is a weapon of massive construction. Interesting philosophy. The culture is a weapon of mass destruction. Oh, I see. No, construction, not destruction. Oh, I see. It's a play, you know, weapons of mass destruction. The culture is a weapon of mass construction. Clever guys. I like this place. I'm always looking for new places to take my group. So I take people around Paris to eat things and to see things, to do things. The soup or the onion. Okay, well, let's see what he says about the snails.
Crème brûlée, hein? Un cappuccino.
Comment s'il vous plaît une soupe à l'oignon?
Ouais.
Est-ce que vous avez des escargots?
Escargot.
Non, pas bien. C'est dans le quartier, c'est où?
Ah, je sais pas du tout.
Ouais, ok, bon.
Ah, donc non.
Super, ok.
Juste, je connais rue Montorgueil seulement.
Ah oui, ça c'est
C'est loin, tu vois.
Ouais.
Ça s'appelle l'escargot Montorgueil d'ailleurs.
Ouais. Ah, ok, bon. Et une carte aussi.
Ok.
Merci. So let's see what kind of soup we get. See how my framing is. I'm a little rusty with streaming. I haven't streamed in a while. So I'll show you guys my soup whenever it arrives. And I'm going to do a little research because I have to fix something. There's something wrong with our streaming code. So we stream in a team. It's mostly me, but Cameron, my comrade in streaming, is supposed to stream too, and he's having a problem connecting. He was supposed to do the Eiffel Tower the other day. So we'll see. Let's take a look at the street action.
Peut-être Place des Vosges.
Ah oui?
Peut-être, je crois. Je crois que Place des Vosges, t'en as un qui en fait.
Ah, ok, bon.
Mais I'm not sure. Hein.
Ouais,
Ok.
je sais pas.
Mais je
cherche.
crois que Place des Vosges. Et sinon, c'est quoi, regarde. Là, tu traverses rue de Rivoli.
Oui.
Tu prends. Après, tu tournes comme si tu allais sur Saint-Paul.
Ouais.
Mais rue de Rivoli, tu la traverses. Hein.
Ouais.
Tu continues. Tu prends première à droite.
Oui.
Tu vas comme si tu allais vers Saint-Paul.
Oui.
Et à un moment donné, tu as un truc qui s'appelle Au Bourguignon du Marais.
Ah, ok, Bourguignon. Oui, ça, c'est Bourguignon.
Et je crois que lui, il fait des escargots.
Ok, merci.
Mais I'm not sure non plus. Hein.
Bon.
I'm not sure de rien, de toute façon.
Moi aussi.
Eh ouais, faut être sûr de rien. Comme ça, au moins, t'es tranquille. Hein.
C'est un état éternel.
C'est ça, ma belle.
Merci. So look at my list of things to do. I'm so organized. Rat's ass list of things to do.
Net jo, bet atrodo, kad dalinai išvaistai laiką, nes tu tą laiką, kur tu galėtum visokiose Majamėse ir kitur būti, kur tu gali ir su mašina panuskristi.
I think I'm going to put an earphone in so I look like I'm talking to somebody on the phone because I'm way too self-conscious to just talk to myself, and also people see the camera and they get weird. Okay, check it out. I have my headphones, which by the way, these are not waterproof. I went swimming in them. And yeah, don't go swimming in your headphones. I knew that they weren't waterproof. It's just that I just forgot they were in and I went swimming. So I don't advise that. And now I look normal because people think I'm talking on a very important work call or some bullshit. But I'm just talking to you guys. So, can I do two things at once? That's the question. Yeah, I'm not. Fix so many things I have to fix, but I can't do it on my computer. I have to get cheese for the wine and cheese tasting on Saturday because we're just reopening. So I have to top up the cheese.
Ir čia natūralu yra, čia nėra jokia bibliotekė. Aš jau daug metų žadau pirkti sustatymą šitą. Kodėl neatsitikė su tavo kitą ką tu persiūlė po operacijos?
these guys. The onion soup. Come on. Okay, the moment of truth. Is it any good? Let's see. Also, I'm going to see what kind of camera angle I have going on for eating because I'm super vain. Am I going to look like a giant sloth? Let's find out. Okay, it's not terrible. We'll have to do. So it's made with Comté cheese. Decent amount of it, you can see. Hot. It's really going to be too hot to eat, so I'm going to let it cool off for a few seconds because, yeah. Makes you appreciate like actors and actresses that can make getting into a car or eating look sexy. Or at least graceful. I doubt I can do that. Okay, it's not that hot. Oh, it's good. Okay. I guess we're doing social eating. Is that what this is? Or mukbang if you're like, I'm not going to eat that much though, so you can't get off on it. And I'm not planning on eating so much that I like up my BMI. So yeah, you'll have to look for another channel for that. My security system for the camera is this kind of anchor that it has, a sort of cord anchored to my helmet, my bike helmet, which is anchored to my leg. So if somebody tries to rip this camera off the table and run, my leg is going to hit the top of the table and everything's going flying, but they will not hit the camera. Or maybe they will. Hopefully not. Onion soup in Paris, everybody. You're welcome. So, if you're just tuning in now, this is Kat Locker. I'm editor-in-mischief of Paris Defined magazine, and I'm eating an onion soup in Paris with an earbud in my ear so I don't look crazy, because I'm too insecure to really stream. And yeah, I'm eating onion soup at a cafe called Le Philosophe. And I sure hope that my windscreen is protecting you from chewing noises. Where was I yesterday? Oh, I was in a bar. Carol and I, she's an art director / web designer for ParisDefined.com, which is our magazine. She and I were having a meeting at this bar, and there was a guy chewing. There was no music on for the moment, and there was a guy just chewing olives, and he was like had his mouth open and was just chomping them. I never heard anybody chomp like that in a restaurant. It was pretty wild, and he was just chomping away. And I was like, I looked over like, what is he eating? Because they don't serve food. It wasn't even a restaurant. It's this daytime bar that they just have coffee and drinks and then wine. And they let you bring food from the kind of fast food place next door. It's mostly a bar It's right next to the architecture university, and it's mostly for students after school. So during the day they're open, but they just have like elderly people having coffee and hanging out. But they give you olives and peanuts with your drink because of the liquor license situation. So I look over and I'm like, what is this guy eating to be rocking the house like that? I mean, just the olives. He was just killing the olives. He's annihilating his olives with gusto. Like me with my onion soup.
No, ale sklenička jako decka. Protože jakoby...
When I check the stream later, if there's extreme chewing sounds, I really am going to delete it because just... I don't have the level of confidence that it takes to have extreme chewing sounds on the stream.
C'est gentil, merci.
Avec l'idée que peut-être il y aurait du soleil, je fais un étable ici. Ça arrive.
So apparently the internet does not think that eating looks gross. I don't know. There's a whole genre apparently of people who are super into it, I discovered. So that's weird. What else? So that was good. Come on. So I'm on a quest to find escargot. A lot of restaurants changed their menu. This is kind of a foodie neighborhood, but a lot of things. Oh no, but Petit Fer à Cheval has them. So we're going to go look at 2 other restaurants in the neighborhood and see if they have escargot. Today is onion soup and escargot day. Okay, so let's pay and get out of here and walk the neighborhood a little bit, bike the neighborhood before having the card out. So let me look at my to-do list. I was going to fix a bunch of tech problems I had, but I'm just not feeling like it. I'm not doing it. It's just too pretty. Just enjoying myself.
No, assolutamente non me ne conto male. Sì, sono validi, dammi un momento, io parlo con il cliente e ti richiamano stavolta. Ti chiamo stavolta.
Aibė man padovanojo 100 eurų.
Gotta move, a daytime move. Bring the party to you.
Give it to Yar. Pushing it to pay.
Tėvai mokėdavo, tai aš esu ragė.
I wonder if it's for KBA or
L'addition, s'il vous plaît. Merci.
J'arrive. 14, c'est ça hein?
Oui, exactement.
J'ai dit on partage un. Mais non, mais je veux pas un entier.
Pour moi, Bouba.
Non, mais je veux pas un entier, moi.
Bonsoir. Voilà la poulette.
Non, non, c'est bon.
La poulette.
Super, merci.
Merci beaucoup. Aïe, salut. Tu veux une noisette? Décaféiné noisette. Ok, ça marche. Bonjour.
Désolée.
Mais non.
Packing up, and I have a little bit of time. We're gonna stream for maybe another hour and a half or so. Oh, I gotta close my purse. Hang on. Okay, on y va. Allez, on y va. Raconteurs. So, on our quest. very cute though. Oh, pardon, excusez-moi. Alright, we continue on our quest. So that's Petit Fer à Cheval. I really like that restaurant for other things besides onion soup. It's really funny because the menu is the same font as the menu as this place. And a couple months ago, it's tired. Au revoir, merci. It's probably like 2 years. I can't tell time anymore since COVID, but I would say 1.5 years, 2 years ago, they had a fire in their kitchen. And so they had to totally renovate the place, and it's very historic and classic. It was kind of a big deal. So I wonder if they changed owners or something happened in that time. So they have onion soup here as well. I cannot eat another onion soup though. So they have the wheat. Desserts. Okay, I guess I'm going to get my bike. And we'll get back on the bike, and what we'll do is go to this place that allegedly has escargot. It looks like a different restaurant. I'm really confused.
Non, bah non.
Yeah, the menu is
Va te reposer.
same.
Salut madame.
Bonjour.
Suggestion du jour, bienvenue.
Bon,
C'est sur
super.
le tableau.
Qu'est-ce que c'est la différence entre les deux restaurants?
Il n'y a pas de différence.
Ah, ok, parce que j'étais déjà là pour une soupe
À l'oignon.
et
Très
je-
bonne idée, bravo.
Ok, bon. Ok,
Aujourd'hui, soupe du jour, c'est butternut gingembre.
ouais,
Butternut gingembre.
ouais.
Start of the day. Vous parlez français?
Oui, oui,
Oui. Entrée du jour.
ouais,
Entrée du jour, c'est filet de haddock,
Ouais.
smoked fish, avec des asperges blanches.
ouais,
Plat du jour, poulet au curry korma,
ouais.
c'est indienne. Riz basmati, lentilles corail au lait de coco, super bon. Plat végétarien, de la quinoa, du boulgour, un ragoût de légumes bio
Ouais.
et un œuf poché bio.
Super.
Voilà,
Merci beaucoup.
avec plaisir.
Trop gentil,
Quand vous
merci.
voulez. Yes, avec
À bientôt. Merci. Very nice guy. So it's the same restaurant. They just have two restaurants next door to each other that are different. I suspected it was the same. And I haven't been on this street in a long time. I've sat at all these restaurants at one point in the last couple of years, but everybody's changing their menu a lot. What happened is everybody decided to go after chase their dreams and, you know, open the restaurant of their dreams or whatever. So a lot of existing restaurants changed their menu and switching now, and places opened with completely new concepts. Oh, I forgot to see how much battery. Not bad. We can go for a little while. If I disconnect, it's because maybe in 15 minutes the battery will be back on. Don't worry. Just trying to get my chest strap in order. The GoPro. Okay. I have my full camera. Just a mini kit together on my quest. Where are my keys? So I can. I use a lot of share bikes, but today I need my bike, so I'm cargo later. And as pigeons got me. Était bien pigeonné. Not a real word. Okay. I'll leave the reflectives and just put my helmet on. Got my okay. On y va. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna try to look up this place that the waiter was telling me about in my quest for finding some escargot in the Marais. I know some good ones in another part of town, but looking in the Marais today. Okay, so now I just got a new phone, and since I don't have everything programmed, I feel like I have a flip phone that does nothing. It's very awkward. Oh, that's so funny. I think I know exactly. That would be small world. Okay. It's the place that I think he was talking about. It'll be one of those small world situations. You could say I know the street well because it's the street with the headquarters of our tour company. So besides being Paris to Find magazine, we also take people around on tours. We go around this neighborhood a lot, and with so many things changing, I wanted to do some new research. Hence today's live stream. But our tour company is headquartered on that street, and it's a restaurant that I've been to. I haven't been there recently, and I never ate escargot there. So we're gonna go and see if they have escargot. Oh, look, I shaved because I'm wearing these pants, and in the sunlight you can see what I missed. Oh well, feminism or something, I don't know. I felt the breeze, and I looked down, and I'm like, oh, I missed a spot. I'm too lazy to shave. Anyway, so I've been to this place a few times because it's literally down the street, the headquarters of our tour operations, and I never ate escargot there. I always eat something else because, to be honest, I don't eat escargot. Nobody does. Only tourists eat it. But everybody wants to know where the good ones are. So every now and then I have to do some investigation. So that's why today I'm eating escargot, and I'm doing it by myself so I don't subject anybody to it. Because if I said to any of my friends, hey, let's go eat escargot, everyone's like, oh God, what? No. But everybody always wants to know where they are. So it's like a duty that I have to do as a citizen of Paris. So here we are, Rue Francois Miron. Sure. It's a very narrow street, so. Curiosity Collective office. And one of the oldest buildings in Paris. A little medieval alleyway. There's a cave under this building. Oh, it looks like they're being renovated. It's from the sister books. Okay. So let's park. Well, you know what? First I'll look at the menu before I commit to parking my bike. Let's see if they have a menu out. So those there. Menu on the side. No. Our little office used to be there, but we closed it during COVID, and then we never reopened it. I have to say I don't miss having a physical space that welcomed the public, because honestly things were always breaking. One time somebody broke the faucet in the sink, and I'm pretty sure I know the lady who did it, because oh, is that actually the Christian Vaugray? That would be crazy. I've never seen the guy actually in the shop. He is the original gangster baker of Paris. He's wearing that type of white chef's gear because he has what's called the MOF, the Meilleur Ouvrier de France designation. So he owns a baking school, and he's taught a lot of the younger generations of bakers. Oh, here's the menu. Anyway, I've been there a million times and never run into him. And there he is. So let's see if they have snails. If they have snails, we're going in and eating snails. Okay. onion soup too. Of course they do.
I never like, you know, like we never sort of worked out. I was stage.
I do not see. I think people just stopped serving snails. Oh no, they have them. Okay. How did I miss that? 6 big snails from Burgundy. Okay, here we go. We're having snails. It's happening. It's on. Snails, bitch. Bonjour. I just had a moment of like too shyness to ask if he's really Christian Fabre, because I don't know what he looks like. It could be him, and the fact that he's walking around with that means probably him. Kind of a famous baker in Paris. This is a place where, oops, try not to hit this guy's bike. It's kind of a place where bakers are rock stars, as I say. Okay, my basket is messed up. I'm gonna lock up the bike and I'm gonna lock up the bike before we go to have snails. I'm going to, because I met the staff here before, but I'm really bad with names and I forgot the manager's name. Otherwise I would be very confident to be like, hey, so-and-so told me I can come back, and I would ask him to take us into the kitchen or something. I don't know. Do I have the audacity? I don't think so. So it's a tea salon. Now he's sitting down to a meeting. I'm not going to bother him. Okay. Put this down for a sec so I don't antagonize the staff. I sit inside or outside. Bonjour. Vous êtes ouvert?
Bien sûr.
Ok, super. Est-ce que je peux prendre une table là-bas pour une petite chose? Ou...
Bien sûr, madame, installez-vous.
Ok.
À
Merci.
l'extérieur, vous
oui, je pense, oui. C'est joli aujourd'hui, pourquoi pas. Merci.
Those guys are not,
Windy.
it's not hard to find them, you know. Yeah. Most funny guys are making.
So I guess I'll go this way.
An interesting time frame. I'm doing something that doesn't get for relationships.
I don't, yeah, like, I feel like I'm just getting busier and busier right now. I don't.
But some people are of this belief that like it's easier now than it's been.
So prepare yourself for a lot of English.
I mean, I believe that
People
too,
next
but
to
it's
us
just
are speaking English really loud,
Yeah.
so it's gonna take over. It's gonna take over, but I'm gonna put my hair up. It's super windy right now. Might run into people I know because this is my hood. Alright.
The last time I saw her was the day I saw you.
So I know what we're having. There's no controversy about that. Oops.
Yeah, I don't think you met him yet.
So snails. I'm gonna eat snails. Not hungry at all, but I'm gonna eat snails.
I've told her.
I don't
think I'm the only one who's
I think they only thought I was having a drink. You're gonna laugh when I order snails because it's a weird thing to just order by itself and like roll up like this and just be like,
She
yes, I'm
definitely isn't
having
thinking
snails.
about
Okay, so let me think. I can have a
I
glass of
mean,
wine.
if she's happy, I'm happy.
It's a big deal. I'm gonna have a glass of wine.
Because
We'll go with the snails. Red wine, vin rouge. This is not a wine. They have beer, rum, whiskey. Okay, well, I'll ask them what they have for red. I got my sunglasses, so suffering a little bit.
But like that's
I don't know if you guys can hear the whole English conversation or not, but if it's bothersome, I apologize. But I It was the best seat because there's nothing in front of me. And you can see the cool old building and I can tell you about the history. As soon as I get my wine. What time is it? How much time do I have to sit and drink wine like a Parisian? I'm gonna make this my new job. How about that? I just drink wine. I sit and eat and drink and you guys watch me. I think there's a bunch of channels like that already though, but mine's not like a sexual one for perverts, so you can't get off to it. You might just learn something.
I just feel like, I don't know, I've changed so much since I was 19, like I wouldn't even know.
And I noticed it knows truth.
The other day, who was I out with? I was having a conversation in English and we were loud and I knew we were loud and I was like, oh man, we're like the loud English speaking people. So if you guys have this like,
he wouldn't even consider her right now, right?
If you have this whole thing going on where you hear these like private conversation, I apologize. It doesn't sound interesting.
I have one since freshman year of college, one of my best friends.
Are they married?
No, they live together. They waited until this year to start living at home.
That's not a dumb move though.
Just say I really don't like when I can overhear other people's conversations.
Yeah, I feel like they're so much better for it.
If it's French, I can tune it out.
I think it was a mistake.
I can just ignore what they're saying. If it's French, I'm not focusing, I can't understand, and so like, my brain doesn't register. Sorry, the high school is getting out, so there's going to be lots of noise. But when I can understand, like if it's Italian or English,
sorry, I'm just trying
then
to.
it's super distracting.
But it's super, you know, and I think that like overlooking those disagreements is easier.
I'll have a few sips of wine and then I'll start to tell you about the old building over there.
Space to like reflect the relationship because you're not seeing, you know.
And
Yeah,
we'll eat
it's
snails.
almost like, I don't know,
So if you want a little
living
context
together, it's
of
just like
where we
so
are.
easy to stay. It's so much harder to like make the
This is
change.
not-
It's so scary. But like,
Oh yeah, they have an indoor
rather
section.
just-
I was like, why does this look different?
oh,
It's just that I've never
comfortable,
sat in this
someone,
section. I
live
think they
with them,
expanded.
like, they're good enough.
Everybody
to
renovated
me.
and expanded after
That would
COVID.
be,
Like I
like, a
said,
really
or
hard
changed
thing to just,
their
like,
menu. So
it's so
a
uncomfortable
cool
to,
nightclub
like, break
called
up.
the Comptoir General was like, oh, now we're a
Especially when you're
seafood
used to having
restaurant.
someone.
Okay, I understand that you need to stay in business, but
And you don't want to hurt anyone. Like, I don't know.
en fait, s'il vous plaît, les escargots et un verre de vin rouge, pinot noir, quelque chose.
Vous voulez quelque chose de puissant, plutôt léger?
Léger.
Léger, si vous voulez, on a le côte d'Auxerre qui est pas mal, il est un petit peu fruité, c'est léger.
Super.
Ok.
Ça marche. Et aussi une carte s'il vous plaît. Merci.
Where are you
So,
thinking of doing
oh, I gotta put my headphones back in again so people think I'm talking on a phone call because
It's like,
I'm just too shy for this. Too shy for this.
No, I'm not going to stay at the current.
why not?
Because I want to get a fun.
Okay,
I wanna
so
watch
We're like a
this.
big
watch
studio.
this,
where I
ladies
can,
and
like,
gentlemen.
Yeah, that's right, because you have a gas.
Just be, like,
Especially, yeah, like.
Now I look like a sane
not
person.
working
Not that there's
from the
anything wrong
office
with being
every day.
insane.
Where's your office?
The world and becomes food will also block some of this like.
Oh, so we're like
fairly close.
really close.
Yeah, you guys are like 45th or something.
I was in Rome recently.
45th.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
these
so, like,
people were having
4 blocks.
really, it was a table of American girls on some kind of
West
like
Village View.
hen night, as the Brits
Yeah,
would say,
I
like a
wanna stay on the
bachelorette party,
west
or
side,
I don't know if they were
yeah.
all studying abroad or whatever.
Which
But
side's terrible?
the restaurant was
It's just
loud
so
to begin with before we got in there, and then after they all sat down, and it was like a
Nothing
table of
about
9
it.
or something.
No, I mean like I
It was
I don't
literally
hate
a
like the Lower
roar.
East Side.
It was
I think
so
it's kind of a
loud.
cute neighborhood, but
And
it's so
I
far
don't.
from
the whole restaurant started
Yeah, I
acting
mean,
as if we're
the Lower
looking
East Side
at
has,
each
like,
other
this,
like,
like,
no,
art
no, no, are we really gonna have to deal with this for the whole dinner?
And by
It
that
was
you mean grunge?
like
Yeah, it's like
each
grungy.
person from
Yeah,
one
but
end of
I'm
the
not-
table
I
was
don't
like
know. You're not
screaming at
grungy
the other
either.
one all at the same time.
You're
It was
arguing
really
Probably worse
You're
than
not-
you, yeah.
and it was like completely stone wall ceiling,
they have
like one of
like
those
good
really old
restaurants, good
buildings.
bars
And
Oh, of course, like I love like
And
going out there, but in
at
terms
one
of, like,
point,
where
I
wanna
like
live,
cleaned the glasses, ting ting
I
ting,
would like
with
to live, like,
the
lower
fork to try to
Chelsea.
give them a little hint, like,
I think the
oh,
Lower
just
Side's,
be
like,
quiet,
cooler
please,
houses.
because it was unbearable. And I'm American, so like I'm used to loud people. And this was Italy. Italians are not quiet either. It was a touristy restaurant though. French people are quiet. Oh not as quiet as like Japanese, for example, but like in Italy they're loud, but Americans are super fucking loud, obviously. As you're hearing this whole conversation next to me, I can't even escape it with these things in my ears. Anyway, I considered like walking over there, but like, should I ask, or should I gently tell them, like, hey guys, you know, can you just talk to the person next to you and not like address the whole table from across the other side, because it's making it unbearably loud, and it's not really normal in Europe. Like we don't do that, and then everybody looks at you like, oh, how awkward and American.
And not just hobbies.
And it makes it harder for us to live here because people have preconceived notions of our level of politesse, as we say in French, politeness. But in the end, I didn't say anything. I just like made the sound with my glass, and I tried to do a shh, and I thought, oh my god, oh, that's hilarious. So,
people aren't genuine.
Back to the old building.
Like, people aren't really showing up by and large. Everyone's
You want to show up, like you show off what you think.
Other people.
Here begins the water mukbang. I'm fascinated by the idea.
You just scroll through.
People like watching people eat on the internet. It's really funny.
Someone said that to me once after like going on a few dates with them. And
also like feet, that people are into feet. I'm like, God, that's weird. I can't imagine being into that.
And I was like,
I can't imagine like wanting to like see people's feet. Not see.
Yeah, I think.
So there's my glass of wine.
It's like,
and it's my French afternoon.
People sort of construct their
Since I write and well, I'm the editor, founder, whatever you want to call me. I'm not alone, but Paris to Find magazine with Flavia, Amelia, Carol, Nataskia, India, Elizabeth.
Before they do that, those people are getting, those people are...
Technically this is work, right? Because
yeah, I know.
it's for the magazine. It's for the good of the magazine, because we're going to tell people where the good is. So, cheers.
The answer's like, what do you order at the table?
Oh my god.
That doesn't tell me anything
Very
about
light.
the person.
No, I didn't.
You know?
I had asked her for Pinot Noir, and she said was that because this is a restaurant that specializes in specialties
Mine
Here I
is
go
like
again, being
about like
eloquent on
living in
camera.
Bulgaria.
Burgundy, they have Burgundy wine.
And like,
so it's a light
one is my
wine from
dog.
Burgundy, but it's called a Bourgogne
which that's pretty basic.
Marais.
Okay, but it's
Burgundy
cute.
of the Marais.
Who doesn't like a dog?
If you want to look
don't
at
like a
Google
dog,
Maps,
then I don't.
we're on
Yeah,
Rue
I
François
know, but it
Muron,
really
You're trying to exclude
and Rue Geoffroy, so Jeffrey is like Geoffroy, La Asnière. Can you see that up there on the street sign, that blue street sign? Rue Geoffroy. Maybe I'm saying that wrong.
My body hates them, and my
Because the
mind
guy,
That's
the guy that I know that's Jeffrey, that's French, he calls himself Jeffrey. There's no way that it's
I mean, I don't know. Like, I feel like if you treat a cat well, they're nice.
like the word Mathieu is very common.
Like, you get a
like
small
your cat is never going to be like
Matthew.
excited to see
Mathieu
you
is how you
at
say
the
it in
door.
generally that's not the
So you see where it came from.
Yeah, they're
But
absolutely.
that's not how they pronounce it, and I think it's the same thing
They're
as
like
Jeffrey.
beta fish.
Yeah, but dogs are also like,
Geoffroy.
like I love dogs.
So yeah, I had to balance. Do I sit next to
No,
people
my
that
dog
are having
is
a loud
super
American conversation and have a bunch of people blocking
they're
my
like
view?
they're like sycophants for their
Or
owners. Like they're
do I
just
have
like,
the
oh,
good
I'm
view,
gonna, like
with
run up
something in
there
front of
and
me?
do
The view of the pretty building.
Yeah, it's cute.
So if you look up online, the Curiosity Collective Paris Tours, that's that building, and that's
Cleo
us.
can't even let my mom go to the bathroom.
So because we're experts in Paris, we take people
But that's
around.
also
People want us to take them around, and so we
No,
do.
I mean dogs are also like the art.
and that's this is kind of our home base, this
Neighbors get
neighborhood.
disturbed like, by your
So
dog.
for example, when we do bike tours, do you see where this big crowd of
We don't
people
live
is?
by
We
themselves.
meet like kind of right behind them.
Like you leave a dog by itself,
Here's a big
barking,
tour
you
group
can't
coming
go
through.
out
It's
to
a
dinner.
historic district.
Your whole
See what language
is
this
affected
is.
by a dog. There's something I every
Sounds like Dutch or German.
there are downsides to having dogs.
Huge group.
There's of
Especially
course
at
there are
this-
downsides.
Especially
anyway,
at like this age, you know.
I
Yeah,
don't
so
think
if
I
you
can
Google
have
the
dogs
Curiosity
until
Collective
like
Paris, we have one addressed by the Eiffel Tower, which is where we do our, we like meet for our Eiffel Tower tours, and then in the Marais we meet, the rest of the city we meet over here, except for our all-inclusive tour, which we meet in the Canal Saint-Martin.
And improving your
But yeah, so we meet over here, where you can't see because all those people are in front of it. And it's nice because then it our guests are hungry before the tour, we told them to just come early and they could go sit down at this tea salon and have a croissant and pastry and some tea or coffee. And then or they could just relax, because sometimes when you're visiting a city, you want to sit down for a little while because you're walking around all day. And so if you're about to do a bike tour for 3.5 hours, maybe you want to sit down a little bit.
Like, listen, if you're someone who works from home, working for 3 years, that's one thing, right?
You don't
like,
travel too much.
You don't travel too much, but like, if you do travel and you work in an office,
So yeah, we're
now you're sort of
Bourguignon du
like,
Marais.
dogs shouldn't be left alone for like.
And I'll let you know how the actual snails are. But
Right.
snails are a
Like,
special from Burgundy, so it makes sense that the Burgundy restaurant would have Burgundy snails.
My dad used to still work.
We're at 52 Rue Francois Miron,
Come to the house.
which is just down the street from the Curiosity Collective, which is where
She will literally like knock it up
Francois
from the
Miron.
Yeah.
That's such a visual existence for a dog, like for a kind of different. They'll like explore, they'll get into trouble with themselves. Like Lana will sit there until somebody comes to She went 100% of dogs are counting.
Yeah, you can hear the whole conversation of these people. I just tested my headphones and you can hear everything they're saying. Sorry guys. It couldn't be
Maybe
avoided.
it's just because I also dated a guy who had a phone. Once.
Like I said, I had a choice of where to sit.
Like the cat like just hissed at me all the time. Like I never even pet it. And like he treated this cat so well and it made me so mad. He literally bought like fresh, like frozen cat meals and he would microwave them.
Would you have a
Well,
problem?
I'm having a glass of wine. Not enough to get drunk, but
Because a dog is giving you so much more love.
Not enough to
This
be
cat
compared,
was
don't
so
worry.
unappreciative.
I'll be on the bike.
And it made
I'll be
me
fine.
so mad. I'm like, you treat this cat better than you treat me. And I was like, what the fuck? It was true.
I found that universally true. People treating their cats have to be treated. There's
Terrible.
like most girls would say my dog. Like the cat. 99.
Okay, they wouldn't say that, but would it really like? You can say like, oh, that's so cute, like my dog.
Yeah, they usually have a little cat. You go to an apartment and like your dog has a vibe. I don't think it's an unfair
I've
thing.
never heard.
Oh, it's a thing. It's never actually happened to me because I like pretty good with dogs, believe it or not. Even though I'm always like, why you pick this? Like, you know, like you're good.
Yeah. I can't really take care of a plant yet, so.
You're not. It also, I think, depends on the dog too. I think some dogs are more high maintenance dogs.
Oh, for sure.
More energetic.
I
More
actually
protective,
read
like-
recently, bigger dogs are better in cities than smaller dogs because they have less energy typically, which
Yeah.
I didn't
They
realize.
also have less room to like move around.
But that's like initially I was like, oh, like you want to get a smaller dog in a city because like
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
living in
yeah.
a small space, but
Yeah.
smaller dogs generally have more energy and like want to run around and
yeah.
play more and need to get like more walks.
Yeah.
Versus bigger dogs are just lazier and they like kind of like lie around.
Yeah.
And so it's actually better in a city to have a.
Yeah, little dogs also like they're so territorial. I found like I think bigger dogs are. I don't know. That's like actually true.
She also like very like opinionated about like her people.
Your dog is.
So like my mom is a good person. And then like my family is mostly like women on that side.
Yeah.
And there's like one or two men that she gets along with, but otherwise she hates men.
Yeah.
So like one of my friends from high school would come over sometimes hang out like when I was home for breaks, and he's a vet, so he like knows very well how to like interact with animals.
Yeah.
And she hates him. She just hates. I think she hates men. It's just
She disinterest. You have a disinterest dog.
Is that the word?
Yeah, that's what generally.
So here it is, ladies and gentlemen.
They're
Snails.
I
Liz
feel like the smell
escargots.
too.
Yeah.
Let's take a picture.
Yeah.
Wait for these cars.
Sorry, I keep checking my phone. I just want to make sure.
Sorry, SUV, you're messing up my shot of the
You know what happened yesterday?
historic.
So I get it.
No, there's no way
And
around.
I'm like late. Like haven't had to like leave
There's
class.
traffic everywhere because we keep closing streets in Paris, and so there are
And
fewer
it's not
and
like
fewer
that. I
streets that
feel like
people
there's a
can
lot of
actually
traffic.
drive on.
He's doing great. He's doing great.
I haven't seen him since the summer. Do you
No, he's
know
doing
how
great.
the first time we saw each other was on the one? And it was like we were on the
Merci
same
beaucoup.
car. It was like we were in the same car on the
That's so
subway.
funny.
And I was just like, it was the first day of our jobs this summer. And I was just like following like to the office. And then we walk into like the same office. And I've been following you since like 86th Street Subway. But yeah, it's just so fun.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I like him. He's a good guy. But
I have this new phone, so I have the iPhone
I guess
12
it's
mini
party yesterday.
because I got the Pixel 7 Pro.
We were like
and
both
it
sort of
wasn't
rushing.
working with
Like, I wanted
that
to
I
get
needed
out.
to use, so
Like,
unfortunately I had to change
And,
it. I liked it
you, like,
more.
showed me
I liked
your
the camera more, but
Then he-
this was the cheapest 5G
And
phone I
2
could
minutes
find.
later, I'm about to go in the shower. Like I was going to charge my phone. It's dead.
I was waiting for one of these taxis to be out of the way. I want to get this stone wall in the shop.
5 minutes of leaving. And so I was like, I knew I had it after the cab.
And then I'll
Dropped me
actually
off.
eat the
So I had the wrong address, but I don't walk a lot to get out. When I saw him, like when my pocket was home, I was like, okay, maybe the phone. I went back outside, looked around the street,
Did you take it?
stared at this guy that I thought he stole it,
Amazing.
and took it by accident. And like I'm like a frazzled mess for
Okay.
an hour because I
Good
have
enough.
no way of like communicating with
So
anybody.
here we go.
Like I don't.
You ready for the
he give me his
mukbang?
Wi-Fi.
I keep using that word.
He like did
I'm
give me
just
his
messing with
Wi-Fi.
you guys.
And he had deemed it.
I guess originally it was just social dining, but now it's a little bit more.
I did pay the name
So we'll
penalty.
see. Take out my headphones for this.
So I like went to
Special
walked around to
escargot.
McDonald's. I found McDonald's. And I had like an Instagram message and a text message and an email all from him. Like on your phone.
Let's make a video out of this.
That was a bit of a disaster.
I'm glad you found
Today's
it.
been more.
Losing a phone is the worst. I got my wallet stolen in Madrid. I got my wallet and my phone stolen in Chicago. That was at
Yeah.
so I just
And like so I'm a pretty forgetful person. Like I do lose a lot of things. My phone and my wallet are two things I've never come across. So I was kind of like.
Okay, here we go, guys. I'm eating a snail.
Like, I lose these every other month, right?
Yeah.
Like I lose shit quite a bit. But
Wait,
like
didn't you
I've
lose
never
those
lost
recently? Or
these
is that
things.
another friend that I have it?
No, I lost mine like 2
It's
months
actually
ago,
good.
and I thought I lost it again.
I haven't had them in so long
Thursday, but
that I forgot that they were good.
Monday or whatever.
So there you have it. It's cute how they set them up in
And
their
so but,
little,
like I didn't want to come
their little puppies. Poor things. It's like they're in
when
their
I
little
texted him
shells.
about it, I was like, "Hey, any chance you took my
Hi, Mom.
phone?" And then it was just like the previous messages were. It was like, "Have your phone."
He's so sweet.
Yeah, he felt so bad about it. Because I had to like go all the way to NYU Paris to like pick it up.
Oh, that's where he's at, right?
Yeah, he takes some classes in NYU Paris and some classes at
Sciences Po.
Sciences Po.
That's where Gabby and Lexi are both.
Okay.
Gabby,
I mean, from what I hear, it's easy. Like the classes here are like a joke.
they said that they have like 5 papers to do.
They have a lot of papers, but like the actual rigor of the
Well, I'm curious,
coursework
like, what
is
are
like.
they learning? Are they like what are the classes? Because it's not American law.
I think they.
It's more like corporate.
I think they like you could ask them
What do you mean
specifically.
learn the law?
We employ this like case method to like sort of define what the law is.
Yeah.
They, I think,
But which
they
law are they
read
learning?
they read what the law is,
In
like
France?
treatises about what the different legal principles are.
In France or in the United States, though?
That's how they learn law almost anywhere else.
No, I
besides the
understand
United
that.
States.
I know
So I
that.
think that's probably what they do here.
Well, which law?
Oh.
That's what I'm asking.
Well, so at NYU, I think they learn. Kevin's doing like international.
Right, arbitration. Yeah.
So I think it's probably. Sorry, this makes more sense. I think they're probably learning like French. I think they're probably learning French.
Thank you.
Right. Merci. Like I don't learning American like here, just American law, French law. Like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
But
It's
at
like
the
a
end of
little
the day,
bit
you're
weird.
getting barred and like.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's just a fun semester abroad, right?
There's probably be back at her place by like 4:45ish.
If there's like a souffle,
There's a bakery that I wanted to try. If you'd be down to walk
yeah,
there.
let's do it. And then I'll probably walk to Kevin's.
Where does Kevin live?
He lives in the 11th. It's like a half an hour walk from here.
Because I was gonna go like.
Is this place north or south?
It's east.
East? Perfect.
Wait, this is east. I was gonna go here.
Yeah, let's do that. Because Kevin lives like northeast.
We can walk through the Tuileries and then go down if that works.
Yeah.
Because I wanted to go there anyway.
Wait, not like by the Louvre, right? Is that what it is? Let's do that.
This is east. This is going east. The Louvre is east. That's my son.
What's the name of this one?
La diabète, le grand nom sur le nain.
My phone service is
What do you have?
spotty. I have Sprint, but like
I used to have Sprint. Sprint's the worst abroad.
no, like it's been pretty good for the whole trip. Like the past hour and a half is not good. Maybe it's like this particular.
Good
T'as pas de
appétit.
flou, en fait, il avait Étienne avait fait un pantalon bleu.
Bye-bye snails. Actually, they were good. So that was pretty weird. They were really good. I would eat them again. It's just that we're out of the habit of eating them, I guess. And as a consequence, they're kind of hard to find, even in Paris, even though everybody thinks that's what we eat. Oui, merci.
Voulez-vous autre chose? Un café, un dessert?
Non, ça va, merci.
Ah d'accord.
Alors, c'est pas
vachement marrant.